Resident Media, home of Resident.com, is a long-standing luxury lifestyle magazine reaching affluent audiences in major cities globally. Since 1988, it has grown into a modern, cross-platform publisher. Brandon Travin, Director of Sales and Partnerships, leads strategic, relationship-driven brand partnerships. He connects premium brands with audiences who value them. Today, he shares how luxury brands can stand out in a fast-moving media landscape. Brandon, what's up, man? Thanks for being here, bro.
Thank you, Alex. I really appreciate it. It's good to be here.
We connected, like 2 years ago?
It was 2 years ago in Miami.
I forgot who connected us, man, but fuck, I hope we remember so we could shout them out.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, man. So, you guys have been around for quite some time. Me being a media publication owner could definitely look up and learn a ton of what you guys have done since 1988. How has that been, at least your time here?
It's been great.
Yeah.
Well, my dad founded it in 1988.
Wow.
It started off as a community newspaper. After 9/11, that's when we turned into a magazine.
Really?
Yes. It started off in New York, and we printed more than the New York Times at one point, and he built an incredible brand.
Holy smokes. Did your family come from like the media world? Like how did he just like, where did the idea come from?
Yeah, so my grandpa, his dad, he owned a magazine too, a long time ago.
4 generations back.
4 generations, nothing to do with Resident.
Yeah, but still in the media.
Exactly. So my dad, he was straight out of college, and he didn't want to work for anyone. He saw some college friends on the street, and they decided to start a luxury magazine.
Was it always Resident, the name?
Yes.
You guys have a banging domain.
We do have a good deal.
Holy motherfuck. I'm like asking you for your email, and you're like, I'm not going to say your email, but the name at resident.com, I'm like, baller. Couldn't get better than that, dude. Holy smokes.
There's a lot we could do with it, for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I love what you've done with it. You're the director of sales and partnerships. How long have you been doing that so far?
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years. Did you know that you wanted to work in the business, or did it come out of nowhere?
Came out of nowhere. I was in my senior year of college in London, and
I remember we talked about that a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I started just going to some events just randomly, and I was thinking about what I wanted to do post college. Just randomly went to some events and kind of just fell in love with meeting people, talking about Resident, and I saw how much people really loved being a part of a magazine. So, yeah, since then on, I wanted to work with my dad on it.
Nice. Did you ever? What was your college track?
Like finance.
It was finance.
Yes.
Oh, well, it fits great with what you're doing now, because you're doing partnerships, you're doing collabs,
Absolutely.
Bringing money into the business. We were talking a little bit about that before we walked in, different avenues.
Definitely.
So what happens to Resident.com when Brandon comes in 2-3 years ago and brings this new, fresh, twist, all these new ideas? Obviously somebody younger, right? Like, how is that transition?
Absolutely. It full digital transformation.
Yeah.
We started off our website, getting it as good as we can. We started publishing content. I was learning about the SEO, working with people. That's where we started, was rebuilding the website in the new digital age. We brought in our COO, Carice Slaughter, and since 3 years ago, we've just been keep on building.
That's amazing. I'm glad that that's one of the first things you tackled, because are you guys still doing print?
We still do print, yes.
Yeah, so there's I've seen several media outlets, like some people are like print heavy and they stay there. Some people are digital heavy and then they stay there, no print. You guys are dominating both, right? And SEO is a huge thing now, and especially now with AI SEO.
Yes.
Like that's going to be another huge thing that's going to drive traffic, but that's free clicks. You're not paying for ads there. You're getting traffic from Google Images, from YouTube, from the articles themselves, and naturally the types of brands or the types of things that you guys are featuring, people look for it a lot. You guys have probably solid domain authority. I haven't nerded out and checked your back end, but you probably have solid as domain authority. That was probably super like a super catalyst for you to be able to take off with SEO.
Absolutely. I think we just got to 70 on our domain authority.
No.
Yeah, 70.
That's fucking wild.
In 2 to 3 years of just starting the website, building.
What was it at before? Do you recall? Nowhere near
that. Not nowhere near
Definitely
70,
not 70.
Maybe 50 or something.
That's so good.
And our goal is to hit 80. And get to 90 if that's even possible.
It's possible. I mean, like there's few like Forbes and like entrepreneur.com are like 90, 96.
Yeah.
That's when you start making the big bucks.
That's the plan.
Yeah. So, you guys have always been luxury, real estate, fashion. What else are you guys featuring that you guys have always featured? Like, what are the pillars?
Dining and travel are two big ones.
Yeah.
Travel is a huge one.
Yeah.
We cover all the big resorts all over the world globally. We have some great partners in the hotel space. So fashion, we go to all the events. Fashion's been huge for us. So really, we cover all the luxury topics, but travel, dining, real estate are big ones.
Have you guys gotten into events yet? Like hosting like activations or?
Yeah.
I'm guessing the brands ask you guys for it too. That could be a good revenue source, huh?
Absolutely. When my dad started the company, it was huge on events. We were doing events every single week.
Yeah.
We had cover parties, huge cover parties.
Yeah, those are great. Yeah.
For the biggest stars, from Usain Bolt to everybody, Cristiano Ronaldo. Now,
you guys did a cover with Cristiano?
Yeah, we did.
No shit.
Yeah, I think you can find it on our website.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, we were in talks with Messi at some point.
Yeah.
When I first started to get into the business.
Yeah.
We wanted Messi. That didn't work out, but just shows you the power of the name.
Yeah, the reach.
Yeah.
And how many covers have you guys done since you guys founded? Probably too many to count.
Too many to count.
Too many to count,
yeah.
Right?
Probably in the thousands plus.
No shit.
100%. Because we were publishing magazines every month for like 20 plus years.
Super props to your dad. Survived the whole media landscape, weaving in and out of evolving to whatever the hell people thought it was going to turn into.
Exactly.
And like what you guys are doing now, I'm really glad he brought you on board. Or
Thank you.
that you brought yourself on board, however it happened. I'm sure he's really proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you're out in New York right now. Like you're on it. Like we wanted to make this happen a while ago, but we wanted to do it in person.
Yes.
You're in here for Basel Week and Thanksgiving?
I don't think I'll be here for Basel, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah.
Or fortunately, you'll miss out on a bunch of traffic.
Yeah. I was here maybe a year ago for Basel, and
Yeah.
I couldn't get out of Miami Beach to get back to Brickell for like 3 hours. So
Yeah.
I'll pay attention on Resident. We have our Basel tab going. I'll keep up my eyes out on it.
Yeah, no, I keep up with a lot of the stuff that you guys do, and you guys are on top of all the big openings. As a matter of fact, we had a big opening this week in Miami, Elixir Miami Lounge, which I run the marketing operations for, and you guys helped us out putting the word out there. You guys always kill it, man. And you guys are a really organized publication, from the way that you guys write to your graphic design to your website. Remember when we spoke like 2 years ago, I think you lightly touched on like you were going to get into like being stronger digitally. But one thing is like talking about it, and another thing is like doing it, right? So we are 2 years later, and you actually got some shit done, man.
Absolutely, and a lot more to go.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Where do you see this thing? Where do you see yourself taking this thing, bro? Like,
yeah,
without giving away too much, Without,
I can't give away too much.
Without giving away the sauce, like what, like where do you see this? Like, because you guys are already like, boom, like you know what I'm saying. But I'm sure you got a bunch of crazy ideas. You're a New York guy. You probably have a bunch of opportunities there. You're often in Miami, and you're seeing like the landscape grow, and you're seeing the entertainment industry morph into different things, right? A lot of money has been going out of music and now into podcasting and to many different things. So it's changing the way that events take place. It's changing the way that we cover things. Like, how has that been for you, and where do you see it going?
Absolutely. I think that's something huge that we're really focused on, is meeting our readers where they are. So that's through email campaigns, obviously social media, that's through the website. So it's continually adapting where our readers are reading and being there for them. So that's talking about like the adaptation of how we're still here and going strong, is because we care about those trends, and that's what we're worried about. Like you talked about AI overviews. I think I don't know anyone doing it better than us, getting our clients into AI overviews, into images, first page of Google. That's a huge something we really care about.
Yeah, I'm guessing like I'm guessing ChatGPT, Claude, all these softwares that came out a couple of years ago really help you tenfold the amount of things that you're able to do at the same time that you had before. Like I know for sure with me, with Hustle Inspires Hustle, and with Fame Magazine, which you know as well, it's been incredible. But it's a lot of freaking work. So props to you, dude. Like, oh my God. Like my day-to-day is running a marketing agency, and that's my bread and butter. That's what I make my money in. This Hustle Inspires Hustle, it's where I disconnect, where I learn, where I talk to buddies, connect with you after so long. And like deconstruct all the amazing things you're doing. And then the entertainment magazine, it is time consuming as hell, my dude. And I'm sure you're used to it. You got publicists and all types of people hitting you up for all types of favors at all types of times, and everybody wants it in 5 minutes. Everybody's in a rush to get things out, and you really have to filter out like what you're going to put out there for your readers. How are you going to manage your relationships with people that are helping you, but at the same time needing for you to help them? It's a crazy world, man.
Absolutely. Marketing is a crazy world. I love marketing. I love public relationship companies. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
One day, publishers will have to get together and talk about earned media, how that works, and because we all need to get paid. But no, it's as you said. I'm lucky. We're building a great team for the editorial. I'm lucky that I'm sales and partnerships. I'm not on the side of worrying about the SEO and everything. That's our COO.
Nerd. That's the nerd stuff, man.
The details.
Super nerd stuff.
It's the details. It's the details. That's what we do. I ask her questions. How are we doing? I see our domain authority going up. That's obviously we have a big vision for our content being local in each city. So I'm very focused on making sure we're getting to that vision and keep expanding. But we really have a great team behind us.
Yeah, and I want to touch back on what you said about the events. Like, I really like you said that your dad did a lot of events in the past. Damn, I really want you guys to do a cover event down here soon, man.
Yeah,
like you guys have such a cool brand, like so ready to do whatever, but you also have to be like selective.
Exactly.
You know? You're not like in your inception stage where you just have to have such an open mind and do all these things. Like you really have to pick your people. I mean, you had conversations with Messi for God's sakes. Like you can't just be giving covers out to anyone.
No, 100%. I would love to do events one day because obviously I love, great parties, bringing people together. I would love to, bring them back, but really it's really customized right now. So if a client's looking for an event, we can put together a full custom event for them.
Where you bring together the press, you feature the meet, like you do a nice activation, you get the location, all in one, and then you handle it for them.
Exactly.
Like a PR firm, but you're also like the publication.
Exactly, and because we have so much experience in them, we can really we were talking to a brand to do something in like Times Square, like a big activation in Times Square. So they can be like small dinners for a watch brand, or we can do something really big. But as I said, it's really on a client basis and what their goals are. And I agree with you. You can't do everything, right? So
yeah. I was watching. I'm not gonna mention it because they're one of your competitors, and we're not gonna give them any fucking no attention. We have no attention right now. But I'm gonna give them props on something they do. They do events. And you mentioned watches, luxury stuff. Like they throw the event. They get money from the sponsor for the event. But if any of the pieces sell of the event, they got a cut of the piece, which is smart, pretty cool. And a lot of the times they're very intimate events. Like you would think that it's like 400 or 500 people, and sometimes it's like 30, 40 people.
Absolutely.
A nice dinner, a nice showcasing cars, etc. Yachts are a big one.
100%.
Yeah.
No, there's a big market for it.
And especially like, something I did a while back in the media space, specifically with magazines, is like private parties with celebrities that come and like do like, you have like 30 people at a dinner and you have a celebrity come and sing. And like it's like a super known celebrity that everybody knows, and they're just singing for 30 people here. And you would think that you need 1,000 people at an event, but no, it's exactly what it was. It's again meeting your audience where they're at.
Exactly. You don't, sometimes for those events, it's better to be small and have the right people, especially if you're doing yachts or watches. In our world, it's better if those people can, talk about it, can afford it. So sometimes we rather keep it close knit and make sure it's the right audience, just like anything else.
Are you a watch guy?
I'm not the biggest watch guy.
Not yet.
But I like my Rolexes.
Yeah. Oh, that's how it starts.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
And then you end up with a Patek.
Yeah. And then you just end up with 4 or 5 in the cabinet.
Yeah, man. So what are you into, man? What drives you outside of Resident?
I love sports.
Yeah?
I love sports.
Which sports?
New York teams. Big Yankee fan.
Really?
Big Knicks fan.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
I'm sure you get a lot of perks through Resident to be able to do sports shit, huh?
For sure. I need to get... I should have been in Las Vegas for F1.
Bro, F1, I have not gone to the first event here in Miami, and I'm super bummed out that I haven't done that. But the thing is that sometimes here, and like we were talking about it outside before we started, it's like you get so distracted in Miami doing a million things that you end up doing so many things that you did nothing with your life, and then you don't advance.
Yeah.
Maybe that's one of the things that brought you back to New York, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. the big parties, man. I had to get back to my office and focus on.
Did you party good?
Yeah, I had fun, man. There's more to do though. I got to go to your place
Yeah.
soon.
Oh yeah. Auto
That
and
looks
Elixir.
fun.
You gotta.
Yeah, that looks super fun.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, like lately, I found like the things that I really enjoy doing outside of like. Don't get me wrong. I like a good party. I partied a lot in my 20s here in Miami, but I really like enjoying like really nice dinners now with my buddies and got a couple cocktails, but just like really talking. And a lot of these dinners are where real deals are made. Like you're a partnerships guy, like you know this shit, man. Like a lot of the times it's not going to be closing a deal on Zoom. Like you got to meet with the person. Let's go have dinner. Do I like you? Do I want to spend my money with you? Do I believe in your magazine? Like what percentage of your job would you say is like being out there in the field talking to people versus actually like, you know, being solo and putting in work on your laptop?
Yeah. I was going to say that what luxury is personal. So getting to know your clients is a very big part of it. So I know you wanted to ask me like about the personal, like what are my best sales, like what's a sales strategy that worked for me? And I would definitely say meeting my clients in person. I went to Germany for a medical resort. I met with them to just get a taste of what they do. So I don't know the percentage. A lot of it obviously is over Zoom. It's on email, but anytime I can connect with a client, I do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever do like I'm sure you guys have a lot of inbound. Do you guys ever do any outbound pitching?
Absolutely.
Like we've been doing really well with cold pitching via video.
Okay.
You know, just laying out what we want to do and just like for example, I have a documentary on Prime Video. And I was able to get it distributed on a TV network from cold pitching videos. And then I was able to do the same with the magazine on getting a few covers that we wanted, being able to do a few events and a few partnership deals that we wanted to do. You're able to measure the open rate, the view through rate on the video. We use loom.com.
Yeah.
Works fucking great. We use, for example, we use HubSpot. We send the initial pitch with video. And then we have if they don't like respond to that, we have a follow-up sequence that triggers. And then we monitor like who's been opening, and based on who's been opening, like we'll attack them on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and eventually we get them on the phone. And you know, as long as your stats are good and your shit is good, you have a good offer, you don't have a shit product, a lot of the time you'll be able to make really good relationships. It's just a pain in the fucking butt to manage it, but I'm sure your COO person could maybe tap into a little bit of that. It's good. It's a good resource. Email is not dead. You touched up on email.
Yes.
So you guys put a good focus on email then.
We do a good focus on email. We have our personal newsletter that goes out to 100,000, 200,000 opt-in subscribers.
Okay.
And then we also have our dedicated email campaigns through our partners. Where we can target based on lifestyle, age, by city. That's a huge thing.
Meaning like cross promo on other newsletters? Is that what you're saying or what?
It's a fully dedicated email for a client. It doesn't even look like it's coming from Resident. It's fully branded for them, and it reaches their exact audience in their inbox. And obviously, we have all the metrics and everything, so we can retarget.
Good.
But
when did you guys get the domain? Did you always like have that from the jump? Did
Yes.
Dad get it back in the day?
Yes, I think it's been around since 2012, if I'm not mistaken, even further back.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean the internet hasn't been. I think it's 2012 that.
2012.
started.
Okay, that's good. That was a big move. Would you say that that's like one of the big reasons that you guys have been able to also like expand into this new age of digital, like that purchase of that domain?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I think it gave us a huge starting point, as you mentioned, to have just resident.com at our fingertips.
It's a big fuck you.
It's a big.
It's a big fuck you. Yeah. You don't have to say it. I'll say it. It's a big fuck you. It's big.
It's a good starting point to build a brand that people want to be a part of, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what's really exciting about working for Resident and being a part of Resident.
Yeah, good. I was gonna mention. Oh, I had a buddy of mine who was on the podcast. He was also a client of mine. He bought a 3-letter domain for like I think it was like 2.5 million, and he's gotten offers like way beyond that. 2.5 million is a good chunk of change, man. But that's what people are looking for now: cleanliness. And then when you have something so short like that, it almost makes it feel like you've been around since like the start of fucking time, because like. Who the hell has a 1-word domain? Like, for example, I have a domain for my agency. It's a 4-letter domain, but it's a .net because I had a squatter try to ask me for a bunch of money for the .com, and I told them to kick rocks. I wasn't gonna do that, but there is value to having these short names, believe it or not, man.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just like anything else. If people can understand it, it's clean, it's simple. It's like a nice website that you don't get pushed off with ads and stuff like that. You actually want to be a part of it. So
how has like, have you been able to dip into other areas of the business outside of partnerships? Because, for example, when it comes to magazines, and I've looked into it myself, like the whole print aspect, oh my God, bro, that is so rough. Like having the InDesign files, and then this person wants a change, and then this wasn't okay, and then the edges, and like you have to do like 100, 200 pages, switching things around. The copy didn't get approved, the image didn't get approved. That shit is wild, man.
Yes,
how has that been for you? Are you part of that, or are you not?
I hear about it. I hear about
everything. The war stories.
Yeah, it's what I have nightmares over. Is all those but the print is great. I mean, obviously we do it much more selectively now. But you still have to have the print.
It's a tool. It's still a tool.
That's how we. It's a tool. It's one of our products, as we want to say. It's not. It's not the main focus, but it's just one of our products. It's a tool. It's something that
people can hold.
Something. Yeah, people and you know, people in marketing still talk about print all the time. It's not something. I would love. One day, I would love to go fully digital, to have digital magazines and. Yeah. Some cool other stuff that we don't need to get into, but
where I see you guys, like when I look at it from outside in, because I haven't had any of these conversations with you, is like full like print, definitely. Like I would love to see you guys like in all like major stands, or at least even like in the high end like real estate and like yachts and stuff like that. But like I picture like fucking, I don't know, dude, like a luxury MTV, like for example, you guys to have like a banging YouTube channel where like all like Patek Philippe and like a Rolls Royce, and they all want to do like videos with you, and you go to their factories and talk about the luxury behind it or the people behind the like really immersing into like original content where because, for example, like you guys have access to shit that like 90% of people won't have access to, right? So already being in that world and being able to get a little peek into that world through original content, such a banger for Google Images, for YouTube, for like the AI shit that we were talking about. I don't know if that's in the plans, and we don't have to further talk about it, but when it gets there, I'm going to be the first one to subscribe.
I appreciate that. No, we absolutely, man. I mean, video is king in today's world, and
or like distributing, like getting a like a Netflix or like an Amazon license deal for your content, because you saw like the podcasters now, like they're going to start licensing them on Netflix.
I didn't see that, but
what's not to say that like you do like a 5-part series, you know, and on like, for example, like the yachting industry. Absolutely. Right. I work in the yachting industry down here in marketing as well. Like a 5-part series on the yachting industry on the biggest yachts in the world, and being able to come on board, that drives people insane, bro. Like that drives people insane. That's great content.
Absolutely. That's what's so exciting about Resident, is that you can go down these rabbit holes of these exciting opportunities that we can do. We just put audio onto our stories. Every article, you know, could have a video to it. So especially the top ranking articles, it's good to put videos on them to help boost it through YouTube. That's one of the things that we've been doing in our publications. Like pick the top 15 articles bringing the most traffic, and make sure that all the internal links are good and all the shit, and then just put a real good SEO'd video with captions and with a nice voiceover, so you could further SEO the thing, and then you're cranking, man. Absolutely. And, you know, get behind the scenes content of whatever you wrote about, so that your reader has more places to go, from the website to social media to YouTube. That's the plan, is to just have so much different ways for our readers to really enjoy the luxury content we put out, because we have content in 8 different cities globally, for events, for restaurants. So we really want to be that go-to that people, when they're traveling to Miami, that they come to us and check out our website for all the best new opening restaurants. So
yeah, you know, have you seen like the I mean, it's not new, it's a trend that's like been growing. All the media outlets now are trying to do, like, for example, I saw Paper Magazine just launched the Spanish division.
Yes.
Who else? I think it was Hypebeast launched their Spanish division.
Yep.
Holy smokes, man.
That's in the plans too. Spanish is something we want to get into.
Residente. Oof. Fire. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, dude, so many like that Latin American market that comes here to purchase high-end real estate. Like in the podcast right before this, we were talking about like Waldorf Astoria, which I'm sure you guys have featured, the Bentley Tower, Armani, Pagani Tower. Like all these people from South America are coming to purchase here, invest here, dine at these restaurants here, go back, influence their cities over there, and it's starting to like bleed over. So I mean, you always have to like stay in your lane, but you also have to be aware of what other people are doing. And it's not necessarily that you got to jump on it right away, but it's like, all right, I see where it's going. Because like, you know, the Latin Grammys just happened and all like the billboards and all that, like, and you see like the stories of the people in the industry, and you're starting to see the magazines now, like they're launching their Spanish division and they're doing like light stuff. Like they're not like throwing their whole bag at it, but they'll do like a press junket. They'll do like a small activate. They'll throw a logo somewhere, and then they'll just start bleeding it in. So it's interesting to see where the landscape is going.
Absolutely. I know that with our website, with our partners, we're able to turn all of our content mostly into Spanish or any other languages. So
Good.
That's definitely something. And Miami is such a big market for it. So that's definitely something we're keeping our eyes on for our readers as well.
Have you seen like the thing on because I haven't seen it working, but I saw like news that it was happening where like on Instagram it's gonna like transcribe your words into whatever language, and like people will be able to listen to your reel in the language that they want. I've seen people talking about it, but I haven't actually seen it in action.
I have not. No.
Because I know like a lot of people that have, for example, not necessarily like a magazine like we do, but they'll like have a podcast or whatever, and then they'll start a channel where like they'll dub their voice in Russian. And they'll have a Russian channel, and then they have all these like Mr. Beast did that. I don't know if you remember. Like he started like doing his videos in every freaking country. But when we were sitting outside earlier, we were talking about how like with AI, with a headphone, eventually you probably wouldn't even need to learn new languages. I wonder how it's going to be on social media. Like all these people that have all these pages, eventually maybe it's all going to get consolidated to like one thing, and you just pick the language you want it to be in, and it just does it for you. She's going to get wild,
that can't be
man.
too hard for them to figure out, right? The translations, I'm sure.
No, yeah. I think the hardest part for them to figure out is for us to be able to assimilate and use it well.
Yeah.
But I think that shit is already out there because, for example, there's already podcasts, dude, and like Spotify's doing it, where you'll go listen to a podcast, and let's say, for example, it's Tony. I don't know if Tony Robbins' podcast has it, but let's use Tony Robbins as an example. You're listening to Tony Robbins, and he'll have a fucking Latino accent with his voice. So you're hearing Tony Robbins speak to you like, I don't know, like with a Colombian accent or like whatever, like whatever voice they pick for the Spanish person. And I think that's freaking crazy, dude, because like you're literally hearing them like in your native language with their tone and their tonality and their inflections. Like that's wild as hell, dude.
Yeah, it's like when like ChatGPT or people can pick their own voices nowadays of how they want their own phone to talk to them in a British accent, and female's voice. So yeah, nowadays you can customize anything.
Well, we were playing with ChatGPT earlier before we jumped on, and my voice is a black dude. Yeah. You can tell it's a black dude. He's like super like on it black dude talking to you. I'm like, this is freaking cool, man. Like, yeah, because like a lot of people use ChatGPT and they like write into it, but you could like there's the little button right there where you click and then like a little orb comes up. And like it's talking to you, and I was explaining to you before that the crazy part is that like when you like let's say you ask it a question, I shit you not, within like a millisecond of you finishing talking, it's answering you. So it almost is like a mind fuck because like you're used to like janky like Siri or whatever the fuck.
That takes and now it's sounding like a real professional guy that works in finance or in computing or anything. So it sounds legit.
And it answers you fast, so you don't feel like you're talking to a machine that has a delay, which I really enjoyed, but it's kind of scary at the same time because it makes you think like bro, the other day I got a cold. I was pulling up to my house and I got a cold call, and dude, I didn't realize it was a freaking AI until like 30 seconds in, and I work in the industry. So I'm not a fucking chump, bro. Like I could tell when something is a little off, like on the voice or whatever. And about 30 seconds in, I was like, holy shit, they got my ass for 30 seconds. If they got me for 30 seconds, man, like I can't even imagine what they're going to do like in the next like 2-3 years. But I also think about how good the tool is going to be for us to be able to use. We're going to be able to work faster with less people.
Absolutely. If in the marketing world, there's so much opportunity, right?
Yeah.
For that. So that's the exciting part about it.
No, I got excited fucking talking a bunch of shit with you, and I forgot that I have some questions for you that I know my audience is gonna want to hear about, bro. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna jump into some of these questions.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What's one smart sales move or campaign that helped you land a big deal this year? You don't have to go into too many details out of respect for your business, your father, everything, but maybe you could give us a little bit of sauce. And the idea here is for the audience who one day wants to start a magazine, wants to start a blog, a podcast, could take a few golden nuggets out of what you're saying and apply to their stuff.
Absolutely. The example I had was meeting them in person.
Yeah.
He reached out to us saying we have this amazing medical resort in Germany, and I said he's coming to New York. I said we got to get a cup of coffee, talk about it.
So he came to New York.
So he was in New York, and of course we had to meet in person. I brought the magazine with me, obviously, showed him the magazine, and it was really
The product.
The
there you go, yeah.
the tool, just to
tool.
see what
Yeah.
Resident is like, and obviously they knew about it, but it's really about hearing what their goals are, what their challenges are, and then how can we best support them. So if it's a tidbit for other people who want to sell, and we don't convince anyone to work with us. We have our audience, we have our luxury audience, and it's really about how we best can help them.
Right. Yeah, because in a sense, they also got to kind of pitch you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like a one-sided thing. It has to make sense for both sides, obviously. You guys kind of have to sell each other at that point. It's a
Absolutely.
nice little dance.
It's a nice little dance. I mean, obviously we want to work with as many people as we can, and one of our strengths is storytelling, so helping them stand out in the marketplace, what makes them unique, what's their value proposition, and really talking about that in our storytelling. So if you ask me what makes Resident Media special, it's really how we dive into our clients' stories, and we're
A la carte type deal, right? Like you build something a la carte for them based on where they are and what they need.
Absolutely. So our email campaigns, if they're looking to target 30 to 55-year-olds in Miami and they have a retail store, we can actually do email campaigns, CTV display in a 10-mile radius of their store, and just targeting their individuals. So just learning about who they want, their target audience, learning more about their story. And we look for brands that have that craftsmanship, that, have a unique story to tell, as I said, and really bringing that to life. And we can work with startups and start from the beginning and tell their story and be a partner with them as they grow. Or we can work with huge brands as well and help them just keep bringing conversions, brand awareness, visibility.
Yeah, one of the important parts is like the brands that are brought on for them to because you have a lot of value to bring. So you might have people that want to approach you for quick stuff, which I guess in some cases it's okay, but really the purpose of the relationships for that long-term growth, for people to see that they've been with you for a long time, because that shows that, number one, that brand has value and people like it, and number two, your brand has value, and then that relationship endures. Absolutely. Right? So with that being said, you use print, you use digital, you use video, and you do events. How do you know which one is best for a campaign? Is it these sit downs that you're having with these people and you're just having a heart to heart and just like, hey, what do you want? And then maybe based off what they want, you give them your assessment. Because at that point, you're like a marketer. I know you're more on the partnerships and sales side, but when you're deconstructing this stuff for them, you're tapping into marketing, you're tapping into other parts of their operations.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, my job is to find them the best campaign possible. So, I can have an introduction call with them and learn about their KPIs. Are they looking for conversions? Are they looking to get their brand awareness out? Are they looking to expand some offerings or expand into a new city? Are they looking for a U.S. partnership, more people in the U.S.? Or are they looking for people in Europe? So it's really about asking those questions and then, putting together opportunities that work for them. All
right. So how do you in terms of KPIs, I'm glad that you bring that up, because I've worked with other publications, not being a publication, and a lot of times it's fluff. So they'll just try to sell you some shit, get through the package, they collect, and then you're likely never hire you again.
Yes.
Right? Because they came out once, whatever. But the KPI aspect is a very important part that people rarely get asked, what do you want out of this? And being real with them, hey, if we do this, you're likely not going to get the sales you're looking for, but you're going to get exposure in these areas. And I think that level of transparency is what people really value and what makes people stay with you as partners and collaborators.
Absolutely, 100%. We want long-term partnerships, so I'm not trying to sell them a dream or anything. It's really about, marketing takes multiple touch points. It takes time. It takes being there when your buyer's ready. You know, you can read an email and you're like, oh, that's cool, but that's not, I don't need that now.
Yeah.
And then if you get an email 5 days later or whatever it is, and it's just hitting them at the right time, then you see it on social, then you see it on our website. We have CTV opportunities. So as you said, the KPIs is really important, and we always stress long-term partnerships. But if they're looking for conversions, you know, we put together a plan that can give them the best chance to do that through different calls to actions in the emails, through the website. We have all the tracking.
What is like the most beautiful memory you have in your heart from working resident, whether it's knowing about it growing up because it's part of your family, or whether it's being now like one of the heads of the business? Like, what is like that most special moment that's in your heart that you think about?
Yeah, I really think it's working with these brands. I love talking to them. I love diving into their business and learning more about their brands. Someone asked me this before, and I really like the selling part of it. And working, I want us to work with as many brands as possible, and because it's such a great fit for our publication, these partnerships are a beautiful thing to work together. So that's what really makes me excited.
You approach it with gratitude because like they're big fucking brands and they're like paying attention to something that's yours, and it's like, holy fuck, how can we figure this out? Like, that shit's cool.
It is cool. It is really cool when you're working on a platform and people want to work with you and your job is to help them out. I think that's really exciting, is working with these luxury brands.
What's the coolest place that the resident has taken you? Like maybe a travel wise, you have a cool memory of like having to go somewhere and like having incredible time due to like a deal or something you were working on?
Yeah. I always think about Germany.
Was it this person you were talking about?
Yeah.
So they met you in New York and then you went over there.
I went to Germany.
No
they're
shit.
in Constance, Germany.
Okay, cool.
And they're right on the water in Constance.
Wow.
And it's beautiful. I mean, it's just an amazing place. It's a medical resort, and it was just such a cool experience too. Like, you know, I got the full body MRIs. It's
like a preventative like
exactly. It's preventative healthcare.
Yeah.
It's preventative healthcare,
like
and
that.
they just opened.
Those things are popping all around the world right now, bro.
It's a huge, wellness.
So you seen all the run clubs, all the things that are going on. Like, people want to feel better. Like, I did a couple episodes a couple months back on like alcohol consumption. People are not drinking as much alcohol, man. Yeah. Like, these places are all freaking out because like they're having to do mocktails and all this shit because the kids don't want to drink no more, bro. Definitely. Like, you know, some people are drinking, like, don't get me wrong, but like behaviors have changed. I did another episode on like Diplo's Run Club. This guy did like a run club with I don't know how many thousand people, and then he did a set like after the run with like 13,000 people. Like, they're doing one here in Miami, or I think he did one here in Miami. There's all these people that are doing this like run clubs, Aventura Run Club, Brickell Run Club. I like it because like we need to get out there and we need to get some sun and we need to meet people. We need to shake hands. Like, I get really frustrated, but like you're a people person, 1,000%. Ever since the first time that we talked, like, cool. We knew how we could help each other. We knew our businesses. It was always cool. But dude, there's people that like you'll like. I talk about it often. You'll get in an elevator. You'll go somewhere. People look down. They don't want to say hi. That shit's fucking weird, man. like we need to get out there and like shake hands, kiss babies, like they say. Like, make conversation, break out of your comfort zone, get out of your apartment. It's not about being out all the time or like looking for shit that you haven't lost. But there is an art to communicating, to looking people in the eye, shaking their hand, like honoring them, recognizing them. And I feel like that was dwindling for some time. But now I feel like, especially with like Gen Z, as much as people like to like rip on them, they're very in tune with like they're very in tune with what they believe to be real and what they believe to be bullshit, what relationships are worth contributing to and what's not. I've noticed that a lot in my cousins and people in my family. So that gives me some type of hope, at least for business or for the future of my businesses. Because for a while I was like, dude, we're living in zombie land. Like, you go to the freaking, like, you go to a retail store and like they don't even say hi to you when you go to check out. They don't even look you in the face. They're just like, products, $25.99 card. Like, it's like robotic.
Yeah.
And like, I guess maybe people have become that way because of convenience of getting things done fast. But when you go to other countries, you travel a lot. Do you see that in other cultures outside of the US as well? Like, there is a lot of like heart-to-heart conversations, right? There's this I have a buddy of mine, his name is Fernando Valencia, and he I forgot the name of the guy that he works with. But that guy always has like big sales calls and he does pitch practice with people. And he talks about something like a sales approach where you talk to somebody heart to heart, where like you really care about their business, their KPIs, you want to grow their shit, versus head to head where it's like, oh, let's just get this motherfucker for a big contract and fuck it. Like that's head to head. But heart to heart is like, you have to know how to balance in between like hard business, but like care about the person. Like that in itself, if you know how to master that, I think you could get extremely far. And that's one of the messages I want to pass on to my readers, to my listeners, to the people that are learning from us, that it doesn't always have to be money. Like you don't always make something out of the relationship. You and I have never made a fucking dime together, but we've communicated, we've thrown contacts each other's way. Now we're doing a podcast here, and God knows maybe in the future we make some money together. And if we don't, it's okay. Like we're cool. Like we got cool shit going on. We got value that we bring to our people, but shutting down, hiding in your shell, not talking to people, not shaking hands is not going to cut it in the new world.
Oh, 100%. I think just like talking with people and taking opportunities, you know, it gets momentum going. I mean, I did the interview, which you saw on Instagram, and then that's how you found me to come on to this podcast. So
yeah, because I didn't even think you were doing shit like that. I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I ask people in the media, like other media outlet owners that I want to bring out here, they're fucking shy. They don't want to be on camera. So when you said yes, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, man. Brandon and I are going to have a good conversation.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm excited to, you know, talk more about Resident and what we're doing and how we can help.
Shout it from the rooftops, bro.
Yeah. I mean, as you said,
and we already came up with a few ideas for like some of my clients that you could collaborate with, and like the yachting. You guys are in yachting too. I want to talk to you about that. I want to connect you with one of my clients. Like there's different ways of helping each other out and bringing value, man. I love that. That's why it's called Hustle Inspires Hustle. You see other people working hard. They're on your mission. They have the right, they have the right traits, and then you just build that community.
I like the name Hustle Inspires Hustle. It's a good name.
It's gone viral, bro. Yeah. Like we have like 1 billion impressions on the name. So when you go on Giphy, like on Instagram or on WhatsApp, we have a bunch of them. And like when you go on any social media platform and you look up the hashtag, it's fucking global, bro. Like people are going crazy. You see kids playing sports, women working out, boxers, like a lot of sports.
Yeah.
A lot of people like sports, but also a lot of people in their office business. So shout out to my business partner, Michelle. It was around the time of like 2 years before COVID. I had overslept. And she had overslept, and we looked like shit, bro. We were in the car, and I look at her. I'm like, you look like shit. She looks at me like, you look like shit. And then I go to her, why are you fucking dead? Like, why didn't you go to sleep at a reasonable time last night? And she's like, oh, because I saw you were online, and I saw you working. So your hustle encouraged my hustle. She said it like that. And I remember we were driving through Doral by Univision here in Miami, and I looked at her, and I'm like, what did you just say? And I'm like, she's like, your hustle encouraged my hustle. And then we somehow morphed that into Hustle Inspires Hustle, and then it's been like 6 years now, and we've had all types of people on the podcast, and it's been a great ride, bro.
That's amazing.
It's been gratifying.
Yeah, congratulations to building that and getting that name. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So last question for you, brother. How do you want to be remembered?
How do I want to be remembered? As a good person, just someone who cares, is thoughtful, is genuine. Yeah, I want to be remembered as someone who made people laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That sounds good. Right?
I haven't had anybody answer me that one. That one's a good one.
Yeah.
Making people laugh is cool.
Yeah, right. I think just being a good person.
Being a good man.
Being a good man. Eventually I want to be a family man for sure.
Well, you're a 4th generation media guy, bro.
And then I want to be remembered. I hope residents remembered for all the great things we do for our clients.
So did your grandpa do media, or it was your great grandpa?
It was my grandpa.
And your great grandpa too, or no?
No.
So it's you, your dad, your grandpa.
Correct. On my dad's side.
Holy smokes.
Yes.
Holy smokes. What about from mom's side? You had any entrepreneurs?
Yeah, my great grandfather maybe. He owned like a leather jacket store.
Yeah?
That's a very cool story. He escaped the Holocaust and came to New York, opened the store, and did amazing. He was like on 5th Avenue.
No shit.
Yeah.
So your parents met in New York?
Yes, they did.
Holy smokes. Okay, so New York carries a lot of weight for you.
Yes. I grew up in New York.
Yeah. All right.
Great city.
It sounds like we have a lot more to talk about. When you're back in Miami, like we got to do this maybe on a yacht.
I think
without
so
microphones. We got to talk more shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Where can we find you on I know like Resident, we're going to link Resident to like the show notes and everything, but what about you? Like LinkedIn, Twitter, where are you active?
Yeah. posting more on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Brandon Travin on LinkedIn. Definitely follow me. I'll definitely be reposting clips from here and everything else that Resident doing. And then my
Travin.
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 Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then I have my personal Instagram, brandon.travin.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. You heard it. It's Alex Quinn. Hustle inspires hustle. We got Brandon Travin from resident.com. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you very much, Alex.
Thank you,
Pleasure,
bro.
man. Yeah.
And don't forget that you can support our podcast by visiting our shop at hustleinspireshustle.com/shop.